Welcome to this brief recording to assist you with the changes on the annual PBIS recognition application effective for the current 2017-2018 school year. This recording is designed for those who are already familiar with the application process. If you are new to this process and need more detailed guidance, please contact your district PBIS coordinator. In an effort to simplify yet maintain the integrity of the annual PBIS recognition process, the PBIS application has several changes. We will first look at the changes for schools seeking green ribbon or model status. First, the TFI must be completed using an external facilitator if you would like to be considered for recognition. Green ribbon status requires an external facilitator to facilitate the completion of the TFI walkthrough tool and Tier 1. Model status requires an external facilitator to facilitate the completion of the TFI walkthrough tool, Tier 1 and Tier 2. Please note where you will be required to enter the name of the external facilitator on the electronic application. The second change for those seeking green ribbon or model recognition status is that teams will be asked to list all the data sources used during their regular meetings to problem solve and plan for behavior supports within their school. Some examples of the types of data that could be used during problem solving are office discipline referrals, or otherwise known as ODRs, attendance data, special education referral data, individual student data, data from Power School or Educator's Handbook, or academic data. Again, these are just examples. Please note where you'll be required to enter the types of data on the electronic application. Previous requirements included a minimum of 9 monthly meetings. To make accommodations for scheduling difficulties, such as winter break, spring break, school cancellations due to weather, and such, that requirement has been changed to a minimum of 9 regularly scheduled meetings. While the monthly requirement has been changed, it is the expectations that those regularly scheduled meetings will occur throughout the school year. Please note where those dates will be entered. The TFI scores will continue to populate within the application just as before. The SET, or School-Wide Evaluation Tool scores, will no longer be used to determine recognition. However, schools may use the tool as an additional assessment of fidelity and implementation. Now let's take a look at some of the changes for the exemplar status. Just like with green ribbon and model status, for schools seeking exemplar recognition, the TFI must be completed using an external facilitator, and you will enter the name of the external facilitator in the same field. Exemplar status requires an external facilitator to facilitate the completion of the TFI walkthrough tool, Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Again, just like those seeking green ribbon or model recognition status, schools seeking exemplar status will be asked to list data sources used during their regular meetings to problem solve and plan for behavior supports within their schools. The same types of data may be used and will be documented in the same field. Exemplar applications will continue to require teams to show improvements in behavior, academics, and at least one other data source. Growth is determined by baseline data followed by 2 consecutive years of data showing improvement. You can see where scores indicating academic growth, such as end-of-grade scores, should be entered, as well as where behavior indicators will be entered. There is also a location where scores indicating other growth, such as self-assessment survey, staff retention data, climate surveys, special education referral data, or attendance data, should be entered. The TFI scores will continue to populate within the application, and again, the set scores will no longer be used to determine recognition. However, schools may continue to use the tool as an additional assessment of fidelity and implementation. Don't forget, all applications for recognition are due no later than July 1, 2018. We hope you found this brief recording helpful in completing the new application process for PBIS recognition. As always, if you need additional assistance, please contact your district PBIS coordinator. If you are a district PBIS coordinator and need assistance, please feel free to reach out to your regional consultant. Thank you for your time today, and more importantly, thank you for all that you are doing to build tiered behavioral supports within your school.